It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads. Hello, everyone. Not Ethan and Sarah Foreheads again. It is Grace and Blasky. Thank you for being patient with us as we were all on vacation last week. Ethan and Sarah are still gone for one more day, so you just have us for one more day. Yep. And then you will have them back tomorrow morning. But we will get you caught up on some news that you might have missed last week. So let's get into it. All right. Governor Mike Kehoe has signed several new bills into law this last week, including two key pieces of legislation, House Bills 567 and 594, aimed at reducing taxes and scaling back regulations on small businesses. 567, keeps Missouri minimum wage at $15 per hour, but removes the automatic yearly increases that are tied to inflation that we've been used to seeing over the past few years.
Right.
It also repeals certain paid sick leave mandates for small businesses, including requirements on how leave must be provided and tracked. And then 594 creates state income tax deductions for all capital gains reported on federal taxes starting in 2025. It also increases the property tax credit for seniors and exempts diapers, incontinence products, and feminine hygiene items from state and local sales tax beginning in 2026, which is very nice. In St. Louis, Kehoe also signed HB 199, which allows Benton, Camden, Miller, Morgan counties, and the city Lake of the Ozarks to create entertainment districts, which is a new, I didn't realize they weren't allowed to do that, but now they can. So it'll open up a lot of new entertainment type revenue for those areas. And then at Anheuser-Busch, I thought this was the interesting one. At Anheuser-Busch Brewery, House Bill 1041 was signed, reducing the state's malt liquor tax and updating alcohol laws, including allowing bars to stay open 24 hours to serve alcohol during the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
All right.
If you want to watch the World Cup, bars are going to be open for 24 hours straight for that, which I thought that was interesting.
They are on other parts of the world. So, I could see us making that provision here. Why not?
Missouri is finally catching up. And then finally, Kehoe also signed Danny's Law, aimed at preventing hazing tragedies on college campuses. This law gives students legal immunity if they call 911 during a hazing incident and stay with the victim. It's named after Mizzou student Danny Santulli, who was left permanently disabled in 2021 in a hazing case. This law takes effect August 28th. Other bills that were signed changes include radioactive waste investigations, financial institution regulations, local government reporting, and the Department of Revenue's fee offices. There was a lot of stuff that happened last week, so we're just giving you, I'm giving you the wave tops here. But a lot of things happened with our governor signing some things into law last week.
All right. Well, unfortunately, a Niangua pastor is facing some serious charges after allegedly forcing residents at a sober living facility to work without pay. And it's Isaac Tilden is the founder of Compassion House and is charged with 6 counts of forced labor. Prosecutors say that from 2023 through this year, he made residents, many of them on probation, do hard labor like roofing, yard work, and livestock chores under the threat of being kicked out. Now, investigators say that up to 15 people were crammed into a 2-bedroom home with mold, standing water, and barely any privacy. Now, those who didn't follow the orders were put on something called the Humble Me Crew, which worked long hours, sometimes up to 11:30 p.m., with absolutely no pay. So some of them even had their phones wiped and were forced to write Bible verses hundreds of times as their punishment. Now, Tilden has been charged with 6 counts of abuse through forced labor, and he will be in court coming up here tomorrow.
I'm glad that he is facing something for that. That's
no
sickening.
Words. Right.
We'll keep moving on. It was standing room only at the Christian County Courthouse on Thursday morning as more than 100 people packed into the commission meeting to weigh in on the future of Holder Road between Nixa and Republic. If you drive between those two cities, you know which road it is. Yep. There are some neighbors on it. They're like, if you've seen it, you've seen the signs that they have on the side of the road. It says close Holder Road or don't close. I've seen those signs driving through there.
Right.
But anyway, a group of neighbors had petitioned to close down 1/3 a 1/3 mile stretch of the road to through traffic, citing safety concerns and heavy traffic near their homes. But others pushed back, saying that Holder Road is a crucial shortcut between Republic and Nixa, not to mention important for first responders in the area.
Right.
Each side had 60 minutes to make their case, and after 2 hours of testimony, the commission voted 3-0 to keep the road open. Neighbors who supported the closure say that the extra drive time is minimal and not worth the risk, but others celebrated the outcome and the strong community support behind it. And while the county says that it stands on its decision, debate may not be over. Supporters of the closure say that they are considering an appeal. So as of right now, it's open, but keep your eyes peeled for that.
Never know what happens. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Springfield city leaders recently shared a study exploring the possibility of a $175 million convention and event center that could transform the area. Now, the study presented by the president and CEO of Visit Springfield shows that the city is missing out on more than $125,000 a day by not having an event center with at least 125,000 square feet worth of space. Now, the report suggested the best location for the new center would be downtown, close to other amenities, and within walking distance of plenty of hotels. Now, right now, Springfield's Expo Center is much smaller. It's about 45,000 square feet. Now, local businesses near the downtown site are generally supportive, hoping that the new center would bring more visitors and boost small businesses. Concerns remain about the traffic and the parking, of course, because downtown is kind of cramped. So with many hoping that a large parking garage will be part of this plan, especially since hotels are already in high demand. Now, city leaders say that this could be a major transformative project for Springfield, potentially opening by 2028 and generating over about $1 billion in economic impact over 30 years. But again, these are very early discussions and nothing has been finalized just yet.
Yeah, the parking thing will be the biggest issue.
That's the biggest hurdle. I think this would be a fantastic idea, but you got to do something about parking. It's already congested as it is. So hopefully they'll add that to the plan. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I wonder if I do know that they are truly considering that area by the Expo Center now, but I did read that there were a couple other contenders. I want to say like somewhere near Bass Pro was a contender. And then they were also looking up towards Lake Springfield, but I think they've settled. I think they really want to do it downtown, but like everyone else is saying, I hope that they figure out a parking situation if that's truly where they end up doing it. So
it's almost a necessity at this point.
Yes. All right. If you're still cleaning up from those storms, here's a quick heads up. You can drop off limbs and yard waste at the Yard Waste Center today from 8 to 5. And if you can't haul off your debris, no problem. Public Works is doing a curbside pickup soon. Just put your stuff by the curb and make sure you don't block the sidewalks or mailboxes, but they will come by and get it. But you have to sign up. They will be helping on Thursday, July 17th, but you have to register by today to get on their list. This is only for folks inside Springfield city limits. If you live outside, you will have to go drop off that debris. But if you want to volunteer or get help, make sure you sign up today at cleangreensgf.com.
Well, the History Museum on the Square is hosting a free teachers trivia night coming up here on Wednesday, August 14th. That's going to be from 4 until 6 p.m. right inside the beautiful historic Fox Theater on Park Central Square. Now, it's going to be fun, relaxed evening, just for the Missouri K through 12 educators with a Springfield-themed trivia, great conversation, and they're also going to have some really great prizes as well. Now, you can sign up as a team of 4 or just come on and cheer on folks and join in on some of the surprise group trivia rounds that they're going to have. It's free to attend, but if you want to register your team, you can do that over at historymuseumonthesquare.org.
Speaking of things happening in August, it's crazy to me that we're over halfway through July. Like, I don't know what's happening.
School supplies are already at Walmart. That's the...
I went to Costco and they have like Halloween stuff. There's a giant skeleton in Costco right now.
No,
but
way too early.
You know what? Anyway, I'm losing my mind. But speaking of things happening in August, there's a lot happening in August at the Conservation Nature Center in Springfield. A big fan favorite, Insectorama, is back on Friday, August 8th from 6:30 to 9. It's a free, family-friendly event, and it's all about the fascinating world of insects, and there is no registration needed. Some other highlights the month of August: Little Acorns, which is for ages 3 through 6. There's a Roadrunner Romp and a Turtle Mania, which there's multiple dates in August for that. I'm going to have to sign my boys up for both of those because they sound exciting. Art and nature events like the art of wood carving and a live wood carving demonstration on August 16th. And then wild dyes on August 23rd, where you can create natural dyes using Missouri plants. Plus, don't miss Hummingbirds of Summer on August 16th, your chance to see a hummingbird up close. And some of these do require registration, even though most of them are free. So make sure you head to mdc.mo.gov/Southwest events for all the details.
Well, the Hotel Vandevort is turning 10 years old, and they're going to be celebrating in style with a 3-night event they're calling Toast to 10, happening July 17th through the 19th, coming up here this year. Just a couple of days away. Now, each night will be a spotlight on a different chapter of the hotel story with themed parties, $10 signature cocktails, as well as small plates. Plus, they're going to have live entertainment. Now, here's the lineup for Thursday, July 17th, a decade in the details. It's going to be a nod to the hotel's beginning and design roots, happening in the historic lobby and the Order. Live jazz from the Quinn City Trio is going to be there from 5:30 until 8:30 that night. Then on Friday, July the 18th, it's going to be the Present View. Head to the Vantage Rooftop. They're going to go up to the lounge for a community-focused celebration with DJ Magic spinning from 7 until 10 p.m. And then on Saturday, July 19th, Legacy and Lights, another night on the rooftop to close things out with gratitude and summer vibes. They're going to have live music again from 7 until 10 p.m. And it's a great chance to raise a glass to one of Springfield's landmark hotels. And you can bet it's going to be one of the summer's standout events without a doubt.
It is crazy that it's already 10 years. I don't know.
Time flies. It's a beautiful place too. I've asked to shoot in there 2 or 3 times and do photo shoots in there, and they're very protective, and I understand why, but it's an amazingly beautiful place.
Have you ever taken a bathroom selfie there?
I'm not really big on bathroom selfies, so I'm going to say no.
That doesn't shock me at all. And guys, Blasky is from Kansas. He's not originally from the Ozarks. He's a transplant here. But it is like a thing. You go to Hotel V because their lighting is so good in the bathroom that if you want to take a selfie, you go to their bathroom. Like I know people like when I was in college would just go there to go take a picture of the bathroom and then leave. But
was it a lot of guys doing it?
I mean, no, but still.
Just saying.
I knew your answer was going to be no, but I still wanted to bring it up. All right. This is really fun. Before we wrap up, we have a contest that we've never done one this big before. So I want to tell you guys about it. Kane Brown is coming to Thunder Ridge Nature Arena on July 26th, which he is a country guy, if you know who he is. And we have tickets. Yeah. Blasky knows because he's over there on the bull. But yeah, we have tickets and we're giving them away, and it's super easy to enter to win them. All you have to do is go to our website and sign up, aroundtheozarks.com. Just type in your name and your email, and it's basically all you have to do. It's going to be a really fun concert, and I'm really excited that we have this big of a contest through Around the Ozarks.
Yeah. It's going to be hopefully a nice weekend too. Thunder Ridge is an awesome event, venue, 100%. It's one of the more, just absolutely decked out amphitheaters I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's incredible out there. So Kane Brown's going to be there with Dashin and John Morgan. It's going to be an incredible show.
It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I think that's all we got for this Monday. Right. Like I said, Ethan and Sarah will be back tomorrow. So have a great day.
All right.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. I hope you enjoyed the weekend. We definitely had some rain showers, a few thunderstorms to dodge around the weekend, especially on Saturday. If you were south of Highway 60, there's a good deal of rain around, which was nice in terms of the temperature. But hopefully you didn't have lake plans that were washed out in the middle of the day. We did have some scattered rain and a few thunderstorms around on Sunday too. Thankfully, not severe weather, but we had some locally heavy rainfall, and that, of course, impacted some areas in the Ozarks. This morning, a result of the weekend rain chances means that there's a bit of ground fog that has developed across the Ozarks. Patchy fog in the forecast this morning. So be mindful of that. I know it's a new start to the week, not that pleasant to have some visibility issues here and there, but visibility this morning is reduced less than a half mile. There could be some patchy dense fog. So remember to use the low beams and just plan a few extra minutes for that morning drive if you haven't left the house yet. It's not going to last all day. This fog is going to burn off by about 9 o'clock in the morning. We should see the skies clear and some sunshine is in my forecast as we head into the course of the afternoon as well. High temperatures today, they are going to warm up into the middle 80s, and there will be another chance today for some showers and thunderstorms. I have yet another day with about a 30% chance for showers and storms. We've got a stationary boundary draped across the Ozarks, and that's acting as this place where we could see some showers, a few thunderstorms, and there's even some heavy rain that's possible for the St. Louis area, much of the eastern portion of the Ozarks. So heads up to that if you have to travel today, if you're heading east of town, back over into the eastern part of the state, as well as the St. Louis metro area. That's where we're on watch for some flooding problems, isolated flooding expected with some of the heavy downpours that I think are possible in the forecast later today. We've got partial sunshine in the forecast today too. So the mid 80s, pretty typical for a nice July day. We'll see high temperatures back into the 90s later this week. So there is no shortage of summer weather in this 7-day forecast. We also will hold on to this isolated storm chance each and every day through the rest of the work week forecast. No one day looks like a total washout, but I think we'll have a good deal of showers and thunderstorms around. And I can't guarantee a dry day in this forecast. There's at least going to be some pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity each afternoon. Today's actually one of the cooler ones in the 7-day forecast. So if you do catch some dry time, I would encourage you to head out, get the yard work done today, take advantage of the evening hours. Temperatures this morning are starting out in the upper 60s. We'll be near 70 degrees and then highs warm to the mid 80s today. We'll be back into the upper 80s on Tuesday. Again, it's looking like a chance for some showers and storms with that same frontal boundary draped across our region. And then we'll see highs probably climbing back into the low 90s as early as Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And rain chances for the second half of the week look a bit lower than what we experienced out there today. Low temperatures are generally going to be falling back to the upper 60s and low 70s. So not a ton of relief in this forecast as we talk about overnight low temperatures either. Around the country, what's making headlines as we start the new week? Well, unfortunately for our friends down in Central Texas, as well as the Mid-Atlantic, they're holding on to some flood headlines because of heavy weekend rain that is going on to impact the start of the work week. We also have heat and fire weather concerns in the national news headlines. That's for our friends out west. And then we've also got heavy rainfall and flash flooding threats for portions of Florida. That is going to hold true today and tomorrow, not associated with the tropical system, just heavy downpours in the forecast today for our Florida friends. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with last week was this: what is the warmest month on average in the Northern Hemisphere, often associated with peak summertime heat? Do you think it's A, June, B, July, C, August, or D, September? We could answer this question for the Ozarks pretty easily, but what do you think about the whole Northern Hemisphere? If you guessed B, July, you would be correct. Yes, July is typically the hottest month in the Northern Hemisphere. This is due to a combination of factors, including that the Northern Hemisphere's greater land mass and Earth's axial tilt. The Northern Hemisphere's summer solstice begins in late June, and the Earth's surface continues to warm up throughout July, leading to the hottest temperatures. The Northern Hemisphere has a larger proportion of land mass compared to the Southern Hemisphere. So land heats up faster than water does. So the Northern Hemisphere summer contributes more significantly to some of those warmer temperatures happening in the month of July. So congrats if B was your guess. Here's another hot question for you. What is the hottest inhabited place on Earth based on average annual temperature? Do you think it's A, Death Valley, California, B, Dalal, Ethiopia, C, Dubai, or D, Alice Springs, Australia? Let me know your guess. You can do that. That's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. Happy Monday. I hope that you are not dealing with some of that patchy fog this morning, but if you are, I'm expecting it to burn off by mid-morning. Then we'll be left with mainly sunshine, but there's isolated rain chances in the forecast, so don't leave home without the umbrella today. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again tomorrow.